Ladies and gentlemen, most of you live in chains you don't even see. You wake up every morning, follow the same routine, obey the same rules, and answer to the same mediocrity-driven society that tells you this is just the way life is. You've been conditioned to accept average, trained like a dog to be happy with scraps while lions feast on the kill. The truth? You are your own worst enemy. Your weak mindset, your self-doubt, your lack of action, they are the walls of the prison you built around yourself. And no one's coming to save you. No mentor, no motivational quote, no secret formula will hand you the keys. The only way out is through absolute mental domination. Master your mind and you will break free. Master your mind and you will crush the competition. Master your mind and you will own life instead of being owned by it. But let me be crystal clear. This is not for the weak. The process is brutal and most of you won't make it because you're too soft. But for those who do, the rewards are limitless. If you're ready to escape mediocrity and take what's yours, listen up, because I'm about to show you exactly how it's done. Destroy the lies that keep you average. Most of what you believe is bullshit. You've been fed lies since the day you were born by parents who played it safe, by teachers who never achieved anything, by a society designed to keep you in check. They told you to be patient, to be humble, to wait your turn. But here's the truth. Greatness doesn't wait. It takes. Mediocrity is a disease, and it infects your mind before it ever touches your actions. The moment you believe you're good enough, you've already lost. Champions don't settle. They wake up hungry. They question everything, and they obliterate any belief that doesn't serve their purpose. You think success is about talent, about intelligence? Wrong. It's about how fast you can unlearn weakness and replace it with absolute certainty. You need to rewire your brain to kill hesitation, to reject comfort, and to obsess over results. There is no middle ground. Either you destroy the limiting beliefs in your mind or they own you. Either you train yourself to dominate or the world will train you to submit. And if you choose submission, don't complain when you get crushed. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for signs. Stop waiting for motivation. Kill the lies and take what's yours. Develop an unbreakable mental fortress. Weakness starts in the mind. Every failure, every excuse, every moment of hesitation, it all begins with the garbage thoughts you allow to exist in your head. Champions don't think like losers. They don't entertain self-doubt. They don't cry about fairness. They don't let emotions run their decisions. You want to dominate life? Harden your mind like steel. Train yourself to be unfazed by pain, unshaken by setbacks, and completely immune to opinions. Most people fall apart the second things get hard. They break under pressure. They crack when criticized. They fold when the heat gets turned up. Pathetic. The ones who rise to the top are the ones who never let the world inside their heads. Their minds are locked tight like a vault. No negativity gets in. No distractions seep through. No weakness survives. They operate on pure, ruthless clarity. You build this mental fortress by doing what weak people refuse to do. Push past your comfort zone every single day. Do things that scare the hell out of you. Train yourself to love the discomfort. Because once your mind becomes unbreakable, you become unstoppable. Obliterate fear and crush all hesitation. Fear is the single greatest weapon of mediocrity. It keeps you paralyzed, it keeps you overthinking, it keeps you small. Every time you hesitate, every time you second guess, every time you play it safe, you lose. Fear is nothing but a story you tell yourself. It's a mental mirage. a self-created illusion. And like any illusion, it disappears the second you stop believing in it. The solution? Train yourself to attack. The moment fear arises, run straight at it. The second you feel hesitation creeping in, shut it down and act. The only way to kill fear is through violent, decisive execution. Most people spend their whole lives running from fear. That's why they stay weak. But winners, they hunt fear down and kill it. Because once fear is gone, there's nothing left to stop you. Become obsessed with ruthless execution. Thinking is worthless without action. Ideas are useless without execution. And yet most people live in the fantasy of one day. One day they'll start. One day they'll commit. One day they'll go all in. One day is a disease. Winners don't wait for motivation. They don't wait for conditions to be right. They move. They execute with zero hesitation. They operate like a machine, relentless, aggressive, unstoppable. Execution isn't about convenience, it's about commitment. You execute when it's hard. You execute when you don't feel like it. You execute when no one believes in you. Because that's what separates the best from the rest. Relentless, unshakable execution. Kill the need for validation. Most of you are slaves to opinions. You care what people think. You adjust yourself to fit in. You shrink your ambition so others don't feel insecure. Disgusting. The truth? No one gives a damn about you. No one cares about your dreams. No one is coming to hold your hand. The sooner you kill your addiction to approval, the sooner you become truly free. The most dangerous people in the world are the ones who don't give a single F about what anyone thinks. They move with purpose, they take what they want, and they answer to no one. The moment you stop seeking validation is the moment you step into true power. Build a life of relentless discipline. Motivation is a joke. It's a fleeting feeling, a temporary high that disappears the moment things get tough. That's why the weak rely on it. They wait to feel ready. They wait for inspiration. They wait for some magical moment when the stars align. Pathetic. Winners don't wait. They don't depend on feelings. They build systems, habits, and an ironclad routine that guarantees execution no matter what. Discipline is the foundation of all greatness. It's what separates those who dominate from those who get dominated. It's waking up and attacking your mission even when you're tired. It's pushing through even when you don't feel like it. It's showing up every damn day and executing at the highest level, whether the world is watching or not. Most people are prisoners to their emotions. If they don't feel like it, they take the day off. If they're a little tired, they quit early. That's why they stay weak. Discipline kills emotion. It removes choice. You don't negotiate with yourself. You don't entertain excuses. You just execute ruthlessly, relentlessly, without fail. Look at the greatest warriors, the top athletes, the elite performers. They don't rely on motivation. They train like machines. They follow a schedule. They attack their goals with the same intensity every single day. While others sleep in, they're grinding. While others take breaks, they're sharpening their edge. And that's why they win. You want to dominate, eliminate the option to quit. Burn the boats, commit fully, make your habits so strong that failure isn't even on the table. Build a life where success is not a possibility, but a damned certainty, because your discipline makes it inevitable. The world belongs to those who are consistent, not the smartest, not the most talented, the most disciplined. Decide now, will you be one of them? Or will you be another excuse-making, soft-minded failure? Dominate or be dominated. This world is war. You either take or you get taken from. You either rise or you get stepped on. There is no middle ground. The ones at the top didn't get there by accident. They didn't wait their turn. They took what was theirs. They dominated because they refused to be on the losing side of life. Most people live their entire lives as prey. They tiptoe through life, avoiding conflict, playing it safe, staying in their little comfort zones, and then they wonder why they never win. The reality? Winners hunt. Losers get hunted. Domination starts with your mindset. Do you see yourself as a king, a warrior, a killer? Or do you see yourself as just another nobody, hoping for a break? Because the second you accept weakness in your mind, it spreads. You start playing not to lose instead of playing to win. You start hesitating, waiting, falling behind. And in this world, when you fall behind, you get eaten alive. You want power, you want success, you want to be the one people fear instead of the one people ignore, then start thinking like a conqueror. Walk into every room like you own it. Speak like you command authority. Move with zero hesitation. Every action you take should scream dominance. And if you don't, if you keep playing small, keep making excuses, keep living like a coward, someone else will take what's meant for you. There's always someone hungrier, someone willing to go further, someone who isn't afraid to do what you won't. So ask yourself right now, are you the hunter or are you the prey? Because in this life, there's no in between. You either dominate or you get dominated. Train your mind to thrive in chaos. Most people collapse under pressure. The moment things get tough, they panic, they freeze, they break. That's why they stay average. They only perform when conditions are perfect. The second things go wrong, they fall apart like cheap glass. But real winners, they thrive in the storm. They don't just handle chaos, they use it as fuel. They train themselves to stay razor sharp when everything around them is falling apart. While others panic, they execute. While others complain, they adapt. While others fold, they rise. This isn't natural, it's trained. If you want to dominate, you must condition your mind to love the chaos. Put yourself in high-pressure situations on purpose. Make yourself uncomfortable daily. Do things that push your limits, that force you to think, that test your resilience. Because when you learn to control your mind under fire, nothing can stop you. You see, most people want comfort. They want safety. They want easy. That's why they stay weak. But if you want to be a killer in life, you must crave the pressure. You must get to a point where you feel most alive when the heat is on. The battlefield of life belongs to those who can keep moving forward when the weak fall apart. Train your mind to embrace adversity, and suddenly, nothing will scare you again. Cut the dead weight from your life. You will never dominate life if you're surrounded by losers, weaklings, and energy-draining parasites. Your circle dictates your results. If you surround yourself with mediocre, excuse-making, lazy people, guess what? You will become one of them. Most of you have dead weight in your life. Friends who hold you back, family who fill your head with doubt, people who drag you into pointless distractions instead of pushing you toward greatness. And yet you keep them around. Why? Because you're weak, because you're afraid of being alone, because you'd rather be liked than be successful. Pathetic. Winners are ruthless with their environment. They don't tolerate negativity. They don't keep company with people who drain them. They cut the dead weight. This isn't about being heartless. It's about protecting your future. You cannot carry weak people to the top. Either they rise with you or you leave them behind. Stop feeling guilty for outgrowing people. Stop feeling bad for wanting more. If they're not on your level, They don't belong in your circle. Audit your relationships right now. Who is pushing you? Who is challenging you? Who is making you better? If they're not, cut them loose. Surround yourself only with killers, people who think bigger, who move faster, who demand excellence. Because if your circle isn't sharpening you, it's dulling you. And dull people never dominate. Stop talking, start doing. Most people are all talk, no execution. They dream, they plan, they overthink, they run their mouths about what they're going to do. But when it's time to actually move, they do nothing. That's why they fail. The world doesn't reward thoughts. It doesn't reward ideas. It rewards execution. No one cares what you could do or what you're planning to do. They care about results. And results only come from taking relentless action. You want to win? Stop announcing your moves. Stop waiting for permission. Stop overanalyzing. Stop seeking motivation. Just get up and attack. The most dangerous people in the world are the ones who move in silence and execute with precision. Action solves everything. Feeling stuck? Take action. Feeling lost? Take action. Scared? Take action anyway. Thinking and talking will not save you. Only movement will. Successful people don't waste time debating what they should do. They commit and course correct on the way. They throw themselves into the fire because they know the only way to get better is to be in the game, not watching from the sidelines. So here's your final command. Shut up and move. The clock is ticking. Every second you spend hesitating is a second you could have been dominating. Start now. Start aggressively and never stop. Ladies and gentlemen, you now have the blueprint. No more excuses. No more hesitation. No more playing small. You know what it takes to escape mediocrity and take life by the throat. The only question is, will you do it? Most won't. Most will read this, feel a spark of motivation, and go right back to their comfortable, weak, meaningless lives. But for the few, the ones who truly want to dominate, this is your wake-up call. Destroy your limiting beliefs. Harden your mind. Kill fear. Execute relentlessly. Cut the weak out of your life. Stop talking and start doing. No one is coming to save you. The world doesn't care about your dreams. It only cares about who's willing to fight for them. So stop waiting. Attack. Take what's yours. Dominate. Because in the end, you either rise to the top or get crushed at the bottom. Now go and never look back.